What if I told you that there is a way to live a life of happiness, virtue, and wisdom, regardless of the circumstances you face? A way to be calm, confident, and resilient in the face of adversity, pain, and temptation. A way to be free from the tyranny of your emotions, desires, and fears. This is not a fantasy, nor a secret. This is the way of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live in harmony with nature, reason, and ourselves. Stoicism is not a religion, nor a dogma. It is a practical and rational guide for living well, based on the insights and experiences of some of the greatest minds in history, such as Socrates, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism is not about suppressing or denying your feelings, nor about being cold or indifferent. It is about understanding, managing, and transforming your emotions so that they serve you rather than enslave you. It is about choosing to act with courage, justice, wisdom, and self-control rather than being driven by impulse, greed, anger, or fear. It is about focusing on what you can control and accepting what you cannot rather than worrying, complaining, or blaming. Stoicism is not a set of rules, nor a list of do's and don'ts. It is a way of thinking, a way of being, a way of living. And it all starts with how you begin your day, how you set the tone for the rest of your day, and how you prepare yourself for whatever may come your way. In this video, I will share with you 7 things you should do every morning if you want to live like a Stoic. These are not mere rituals nor empty habits. They are exercises for your mind, body, and soul that will help you cultivate the Stoic virtues and achieve the Stoic goal, eudaimonia, or a good life. Wake up early and with gratitude. The first thing you should do every morning is to wake up early before the sun rises and thank the universe for giving you another day to live. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Do not take your life for granted, nor waste it in bed. Rise with enthusiasm and greet the day with a smile. Remember that every day is a gift and a new opportunity to improve yourself and serve others." 2. Reflect on your mortality and the value of time. The second thing you should do every morning is to remind yourself that you are mortal and that you do not know how long you will live. As Seneca wrote in his On the Shortness of Life, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements if it were all well invested. Do not postpone your happiness, nor your duties, to some uncertain future. Live in the present and make the most of every moment. Remember that time is your most precious resource, and that you should use it wisely and not squander it on trivial things." 3. Meditate on your goals and priorities. The third thing you should do every morning is to meditate on your goals and priorities, and plan your day accordingly. As Epictetus wrote in his Enchiridion, "In the morning, when you rise unwillingly, let this thought be present: I am rising to the work of a human being." Do not let your day be dictated by chance or by the whims of others. Have a clear vision of what you want to achieve and what you need to do to get there. Remember that your actions should be aligned with your values, and that you should always act with purpose and not with passion. 4. Review the Stoic principles and maxims. The fourth thing you should do every morning is to review the Stoic principles and maxims and commit them to memory. As Seneca wrote in his Letters from a Stoic, "Of all people, only those are at leisure who make time for philosophy. Only those are really alive. For they not only keep a good watch over their own lifetimes, but they annex every age to theirs. All the years that have passed before them are added to their own. Do not let your mind be idle, nor filled with useless or harmful thoughts. Fill it with the wisdom of the Stoics and learn from their examples. Remember that philosophy is not a mere theory, but a way of life, and that you should practice it every day." 5. Exercise your body and your will. The fifth thing you should do every morning is to exercise your body and your will. and strengthen them for the challenges ahead. As Epictetus wrote in his discourses, "It is the nature of the wise to resist pleasures, but the foolish to be a slave to them." Phrase 5. Wait. Do not neglect your physical health, nor indulge in your sensual appetites. Train your body and discipline your desires. Remember that your body is the temple of your soul, and that you should keep it fit and clean. Remember also that your will is the power of your mind, and that you should exercise it by facing difficulties and overcoming obstacles. 6. Practice negative visualization and self-examination. The sixth thing you should do every morning is to practice negative visualization and self-examination, and prepare yourself for the worst while hoping for the best. As Seneca wrote in his On Providence, "Nothing happens to the wise man against his expectation." 6. Do not be surprised nor dismayed by the events that may occur during the day. Anticipate them and imagine how you would deal with them if they were to happen. Remember that nothing external can harm you unless you let it. Remember also that you should always judge yourself and not others, and that you should be honest, humble, and accountable for your actions. 7. Choose your role model and your motto. The seventh thing you should do every morning is to choose your role model and your motto, and follow them throughout the day. As Epictetus wrote in his Enchiridion, "Choose someone whose way of life as well as words, and whose very face as mirroring the character that lies behind it, have won your approval. Be always pointing him out to yourself, either as your guardian or as your model. There is a need, in my view, for someone as a standard against which our characters can measure themselves. Without a ruler to do it against you won't make the crooked straight. Do not be alone nor lost in your journey. Have a mentor, a friend, or a hero that you can look up to and emulate. Remember that you are not the first nor the last to walk this path, and that you can learn from those who have walked it before you. Remember also that you should have a motto, a slogan, or a mantra that you can repeat to yourself, and that can inspire you, motivate you, and guide you. These are the 7 things you should do every morning if you want to live like a Stoic. They are not easy nor comfortable, but they are effective and rewarding. They will help you to become a better person and to live a better life. They will help you to achieve eudaimonia, or a good life, which is the ultimate goal of Stoicism. But remember, these are not the only things you should do. Stoicism is not a one-time deal nor a quick fix. It is a lifelong commitment and a daily practice. It is a way of living that requires constant effort and constant improvement. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." So be good, my friend, and live like a Stoic. And may the force of nature, reason, and virtue be with you. Be